Directed by Joe Deborah and Kyle McGonaghy, Dead Mail was sent to me early by the awesome folks over at Shudder for their release on April 18th. And what I will tell you guys is this an interesting watch to say the least. Stick around and find out why. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for sparing your own time out to check out this review. And I'm testing this brand new microphone, so let me know in the comment section what you think of this audio. Hopefully it sounds okay. So Dead Mail focuses on a mailroom in the 1980s. We've got a character here called Josh, who is played by Sterling Mesa Jr. Now Josh is actually held captive and he's been kidnapped. He manages at some point to write a blood-stained note letter that gets in the hands of a postal worker called Jasper, who's played by Thomas Boykin. In the added additional cast members, we've got John Fleck, who plays a character of Trent. And what I will say right off the bat is this is an interesting movie, which I alluded to in my introduction. This is a one I felt that I was in the 1980s time period in terms of the grain that was captured with the cinematography or as an editing choice, including the costuming department also played a really good hand with soaking you into that atmosphere and feeling as if you were there in this time essence. I really enjoyed that about Dead Mail. I think this is the strongest suit they has in its deck of playing cards, along with some really cool music. It's definitely focusing a lot on synth music of that 80s feel. It relishes in that time period, and again, that is one of its strengths. I think as a director and writer duo, I think they do a pretty good job for most part. This movie clocks in at around an hour, and less than an hour and 50, anyway, about an hour 40-ish, roughly, if you kind of exclude credits and a few little bits of the opening. And there was times I felt myself to be really entertained. I would say up to about the first hour mark, I was engrossed, I was curious, and I was kind of waiting and wondering, okay, well, what are we actually going to be delivered next? What is going to be presented to us as the audience, and what has Dead Mail got up its sleeve? Because it left me questioning, well, what was happening? Thomas Boykin is probably got to be one of the smoothest characters I've seen in cinema history on screen, and I loved his character as Jasper. He was definitely just one of the highlights. The performances all round are really good, especially as a character called Trent, who is really creepy. This guy, I didn't feel easy around him whatsoever, so in that aspect, the script and the dialogue was solid up of that hour mark. Now, as we get further into Dead Mail, this unfortunately is where my negatives hit, because I found as we started to go along and as we started to get past that hour mark, the film started to feel as if it was running on dry. Unfortunately, the pacing starts to suffer. We get a very slow build. It takes its time to explore the story and give us, explanations as to what's going on. That aspect I can completely respect. But when you start to do it at even more of a snail's pace, when you have an exciting up to an hour mark of this movie, it really drags down what could have been a possible 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5 star movie. I felt few scenes were just kind of treading the same water, a little bit of a rinse and repeat, which was a little bit of a shame to see, especially with how well that first part really did smooth over and how well it was quick and able to kind of grasp and grab my attention. But unfortunately, with that pacing and a few couple of other choices that they make, I can't really say it for spoiler's sake, that's what ultimately let Dead Mail down for me. But is it a bad movie? No, not in the slightest. Is it an amazing movie? No, but I do think this could have an audience that would think that, and I wouldn't really be surprised if it did. But as for me, I'm down the middle on this one, so I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 5 stars. Are you going to check it out on Shudder? Maybe you've seen it and you've come to this review after you've checked it out. Well, let me know down below in the comment section what you thought. Also, feel free to give the video a big thumbs up. It helps to tell YouTube, hey, I like this guy's content. That would really help me and the channel. Now, I do also have a Patreon. If you're not aware, you can join today for only £2 per month and get access to so many benefits you won't get here on YouTube. Worth checking out the membership options down below. And in the meantime, if you haven't seen these videos of mine, we'll click over here, have a bit of a deep dive. Till next time that I see you guys, I'll be seeing you later.